He accidentally took him with his turkey and gravy. He went crazy and caused a fire.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. So, welcome back to another stream, everybody. Now, this one is a little different because, if you guys might not have known, after the events of the stream last night, um, Brendan was in a VC call with, some of the group, like including Elijah, Skate, JJ, and a girl named Darcy. And then I guess something happens. Brendan got angry, and then Brendan accidentally slipped the N word out because, he slipped it out while he was angry. And from what Brendan has told me, let me just look at the texts. Let me just look at the messages that he sent me. So, I texted Brendan, and Brendan said, I was gonna ask him if he actually said the word, and Brendan did say that he did, and then Brendan said right here in right here in in the text, he said, I wanted to know why he said it, and then he said, I just got really mad at him and I unleashed my anger out on him. I'm guessing he's either talking about Skate or Elijah or whoever else was in there, and then uh, it's like I asked Brendan a couple hours ago why he hid his channel, because I was an editor on his channel and then his channel just disappeared. And then I asked him why he hid his channel. He said, I feel like everyone's going to bully me after they blocked me. And so I'm just so done with YouTube to the point of not wanting to join live streams, which I did convince Brendan to join this one. He's in backstage right now, but I'm just gonna explain this. And then I spoke to Suits about this whole thing, and then I asked Suits if he heard about what happened last night, and then Suits said, "Hey Joe, Striving Skate and Elijah told me parts of the story, but I do not know the whole story. So what happened?" And then I told Suits what I heard, which was that Brendan said the N word towards Skate, Elijah, and a few others. And then I honestly said that as far as I was aware, that everyone blocked him except for me. And then I told Suits, and then I told Suits I didn't know what to do, and then I told Suits that I wasn't mad at Brendan, that I was just upset, and then Suits did say that. Well, Suits said, "Well, if Brendan did say the N word, then people have the right to be mad or upset at Brendan." Then he said, "My advice is for you to invite Brendan to my stream so that way I can talk to him face to face." That's what Suits said. I brought Brendan here. I'm just waiting on Suits right now to join in. And and then we just talked for a little bit, and then that's what, and now we're here. And I did tell Brendan this, but I'm just gonna say this again, that that I've been in worse situations than this because, well, I've pretty much done some way stupid stuff. Hey, Anaya, but what I didn't mention was that I did way worse stuff, and that thing was that I basically almost got arrested for basically like harassing my old bully from not middle school, like elementary school. I almost got arrested for that, and then which that's the worst thing I've done. And and if you guys ever want, oh, that's my dad. But I'm gonna be right back. And yeah, I will be right back. Brendan, if Suits comes in and texts in the private chat, tell him I'm gonna be right back. If he comes in right before I come back, so I'll be right back. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry for being so long, but so yeah. So now since we're here, we're gonna have the stream happen. We're just waiting on Suits. Suits still isn't here. And it's just I was not expecting this to happen, and I honestly don't even know. It's like I feel like that this was kind of unexpected because I did not expect to hear the news, because I think after my stream yesterday, I think I got a message from I think it's Skate. Hold on, let me. So no, Soda actually texted me, like telling me about what Brendan did, and then I think no, I don't think Skate told me. No, Skate didn't tell me. I think it was Soda and then Elijah that told me, and then everyone just told me about what happened, and I decided to look into it and basically just see if that was true with what Brendan did, and after Skate and Elijah texted me, I was like, I had to ask Brendan if he did it. Ethan, I think, but yeah. So that, and then I asked Brendan myself, and then he confirmed it that he did say it. And I honestly, I don't even know what is going to happen now, because I don't know what's happening. Ethan, thanks for the message. Scored. It's fine, dude. Now I'm gonna text Suits and tell him that I'm streaming right now. Oh, Suits is texting me right now. Oh, okay, Suits is coming now. He's about to show up. So once he shows up, I'm gonna add Brendan in here, and then we're gonna get started. But one thing I am gonna say is that during this whole thing between Suits and Brendan, I'm gonna be silent the whole time, and unless Suits or Brendan wants to say something to me, I'm gonna be on mute the whole time. And then if one of them decides to want to talk to me or whatever, and then I will probably I'll just stay on mute. And once one of them wants to talk to me, I'll unmute and then talk to them for however long, and then I'll get back to being on mute and then doing whatever I want to do, and then and I'll explain it to Suits and as well when he comes in here. I'll tell him what I'm gonna do, and so yeah, that's the plan. That for me at least. I don't know what they're gonna talk about. They're probably just gonna talk about like face to face on what happened, and right, and then we're just gonna go on from there and like whatnot. And honestly, I'm glad that me and Suits talked about that. I talked to Suits about this, because now Suits is gonna try and help Brendan in a way. So it's kind of, well, I guess we're gonna see how this goes, and hopefully Brendan isn't removed from the fans list because, to be fair, I did. To be fair, Brendan was added to the fans list not too long ago because, if I remember correctly, yeah, it was around a month ago when when Brendan was added to the fans list. So after I don't want to see Brendan get removed off the fans list after a month of him after a month of him being on there and him doing so well, like of not causing any controversy. But I'm just gonna say that I honestly wish Brendan the best of luck during this, even though he's backstage. I do want to say that I wish them the best of luck because who knows how this is going to turn out. We don't know how this is going to turn out. Either it's going to go good or it's going to go bad. Who knows? It could end up one of the two ways. I don't know, but we'll see what happens when Suits gets in here. And I'm honestly praying. I'm praying right now. I hope that this goes well. And I hope now, not everyone's going to agree with me on this, but I just hope that people will forgive Brendan after this because I honestly have hope for Brendan. I don't want to see him I don't want to see one of the few friends that actually changed turn back into get exiled from the group again. Because even though 2 out of the 3 founding fathers of the group have, are against Brendan now, which the 2 founding fathers are Jackson and Joshua. Those 2 are on the against Brendan side, while I still believe in Brendan. Even though I wasn't there for it, I still believe in Brendan. I still hope he succeeds in this. So it's kind of I would say that if they watch the stream after the stream ends, or if they join in during the stream, I just hope that they watch the stream and okay. Suits is here. Okay. So, Suits, before I add you in here, I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna let you and Brendan talk through this, and then I'm gonna be on mute the whole time. So unless you or Brendan wants to speak to me, then I'll just be on mute, and then I'll unmute whenever you guys are talking to me. So, okay. Okay, let's get this in here. So let's get Brendan. Okay, we got Brendan in here, and now we got Suits on here. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go on mute. You two talk it out.
No. Stay. Okay.
I know, but I'm just gonna mute my mic. I'll stay in here, but I'm just gonna mute my mic.
Right.
So.
Okay. First, I want you to tell me what you know, Joe. Go ahead. You first.
Okay, so from what I know, so I heard this from Soda, Brendan, and Elijah that from what I heard, apparently something went down in the call though that got Brendan all upset, and then Brendan apparently said the N-word to someone. I don't know who he said it to, but he said it to someone in there. It triggered everybody in there. Everybody got all upset, and then everyone got upset, and then I wanted to try and I tried calming everybody down from after that, but I just want to not have any more conflict from that. So that's just what I know. So
Okay. Okay. Once the stream had ended while I was on while I was on Ella's stream. Okay, once that stream ended, then Ella told me the whole story. So say that I say something that's not correct, please proceed to correct me, okay? Cool. Okay. So the first thing that Ella told me was that Brandon told
Elijah.
okay, so the first thing that Ella told me was that Brandon told Elijah's girlfriend that she could not join on Ella's server. Is that correct? Yes or no?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, Brandon. So I want you to tell me why you told that to Elijah's girlfriend. Answer that one.
So this was before this whole situation, but what I told her is that I didn't want her to be, in a sense of triggered by Skate after what happened with him and her. So what happened was that, if I remember correctly, Skate had apparently, from what I saw, yelled at Darcy, Elijah's girlfriend. Then she left the call, that server call, and I got pretty furious with him and told him, "Wow, Skate, you really know how to make Darcy feel bad." And then, of course, I started yelling at him, and then I left the call and I had to comfort Darcy. So that's what happened.
Okay.
And I was trying to tell Darcy, and I was trying to tell Darcy that I didn't want trouble with her and the others in that other server. So that's what I told her.
Okay. So next up, of what Ella told me was that you said the N word. Now listen, I could sit here and start cussing at you, but look, that's not going to solve anything. Okay, so listen. Okay, who did you say the N word to? I mean, was it at one specific person or?
Yes, it was mainly towards Elijah.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I asked you a question, you answered it. Okay, cool. And listen. You chose to be a man and showed up. So guess what? You did something that Chris couldn't do. So so I actually do respect you for being a man and showing up, because guess what? Once again, you have done something that Chris couldn't do. So cool there. So
Right.
what now?
I just said right.
Right. Okay. So next up, what Ella told me was that you began to yell and shout and started using, or not using, but you started to say a bunch of cuss words, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you were yelling and saying cuss words, were you saying that at one specific person, or just in general? just you being mad specifically?
Just in general.
Okay.
being mad
Okay.
specifically.
Okay.
Okay. So okay. So then the last one of what Ella told me was that you kept saying the S word. Like, yeah, that word. So is
Yeah,
that true?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Then also what I heard was that you have said the S word on more than one occasion. So like that this is not the first time that you were like so that this is not the first time that you came on social media and you started talking about the S word about yourself, right? You done this multiple times, or like twice, 3 times. Like how many times?
It was way more than that. Way more.
Okay, so listen. Yes, I am mad at you, but listen. What did I tell you? Okay, I can easily understand that you are a sensitive person, right, Brandon? You are a very sensitive person. So,
Very.
listen. Okay, listen, Brandon. Okay. To me, I don't think you're crazy, okay? Because best believe I have seen crazy people out in public. And look, Brandon, that's not you, okay? I'm just gonna be honest.
Mm-hmm.
You don't look like a crazy person to me. What I'm saying is that you seem like the kind of person that is obviously sensitive and also, now I could be wrong, but also it seems like you are wanting okay, and so also it seems that you are wanting attention, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Brandon. Okay, so okay, here's my advice to you. It is always wise to think before you what?
Speak.
There you go, Brandon. Now listen, like I said, of the of the amount of times that I've talked to you and or that I've seen you talk in your videos, you most definitely do not seem crazy to me. Now, what it seems like you're doing is that you are wanting to make yourself look crazy on the internet. But you know damn well that you would never act crazy out in public, right, Brandon?
Not at all.
Okay, so
Not at all.
so my question to you is, Brandon, okay, so my question is, what would you ever go out in public and say the N word to a black person?
No, because I'd probably get punched in the face.
Brandon, trust me. I know damn well that you would never do that out in public, okay? Because best believe, yeah, those types of people, you know, black, they are the only types of people that usually say that word because that is only about them specifically. Now listen.
Yeah.
Now listen. I personally believe that it is never right to say the N-word in any situations. Now,
Right.
okay. So first of all, I'm going to tell you this. So you told Elijah's girlfriend that she cannot join Ella's server, right? Yes or no? That's what you said.
Yes, that is what
Okay.
I said.
Okay. So, okay, my next question is who's okay, so who are we talking about when we are talking about someone's server? Is it your server? Is it Joe's server? Or are we talking about or are we talking about Ella's server, right? Right. We're talking about Ella's server, right?
Yes, we're talking
So
about Ella's server.
okay, so since we're talking about Ella's server, then obviously it is up to her, it is up to Ella to make that decision on whether or not she wants to agree to allow Elijah's girlfriend into Ella's server. Now, let's say that Ella says yes to Elijah's girlfriend, that yes, that she can join in on Ella's server. So obviously, you would not be okay with that, right? Now listen. Now listen. That is not the decision for you to make because it's not your server. Now listen. Not everybody is going to get along with everybody. That will never happen. This world will never be perfect. People will speak bullshit for any random reasons, whether you like somebody or whether you don't like somebody. So what I'm saying is that when we're talking about Ella's server, ultimately the only person that can make that decision is Ella. Okay, Brandon? Now listen.
Understand.
Now listen, you told me that you do not want Elijah's girlfriend to be on Ella's server. Well, listen. Oh well. Because that's not your server. And listen, I understand that you are a sensitive person. I get that, Brandon. That's not rocket science to me. So listen. Say that you start crying, that won't bother me. Just be you, okay? I want Brandon to be Brandon, but for the right reasons. You got to do this the right way when you're on social media. Now listen, Brandon. How you choose to live your life on a personal level that has nothing to do with YouTube, that is your decision on how you choose to live your personal life away from YouTube. But see, Brandon, once you choose to invite yourself on the social media, then it becomes a whole different story because now, literally, anybody and everybody will choose to watch you at any time that they want and as many times as they want. And guess what? There will be people out there that just won't like you, whether they choose to actually tell you why they don't like you or whether they choose not to tell you why they like you. And listen, there has been plenty of people that has told me on this internet, Mr. Business Suits, you suck. Mr. Business Suits, I don't like you. Mr. Business Suits, I hate you. I've heard it all. And guess what? I'm still here. That bullshit don't faze me because guess what? I know who I am. And see, here's the thing. There has been not one, but two channels that were dedicated to me based on hating me. And guess what? at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck because I'm still here and I know who I am. Now listen, Brandon.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm going to ask you a question. Okay, Brandon. Do you know who you are as a person? Like you. I'm not talking about Joe. I'm not talking about me. So listen. Okay, so what I'm saying is, let's say that you decide to stand up and to stare at yourself at a mirror, and then you say, Brandon, who am I? That. There you go.
Well, it's kind of hard for me to decide who I really am as a person because I've always had problems with people and drama and all that, and problems with my dad. And it's just really hard right now for me to understand who I really am. So right now I'm just at a, set point of trying to figure out who I really am.
Okay, well, listen. See, the most important thing is the most important thing in life is to always learn this, that the only person that can tell you who you are as a person is only you. So what I'm saying is, say that other people tell you, hey, let's say that you choose to live life my way, you'll be happy, you'll be rich, blah 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 blah. Don't listen to that, because guess what? That type of way might not be the perfect fit for you. Who knows? You have to stand and look at yourself in the mirror at least once a day and say, Brandon, who am I? Who am I? And you have to practice and you choosing to answer that question for yourself. And guess what? Listen. Yes, I'm mad at you, but listen. I have shown to you that I am fully capable of talking to you as a human being because you showed up. You're a man, Brandon. You showed up. Now listen. Let's say we had this conversation, blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's say this stream ends. Now let's say that, okay, let's say that Jackson still doesn't like you. Let's say that Ella still doesn't like you, so on and so on and so on. Brandon, don't worry about that. Now, obviously, naturally, I'm gonna think that you will continue to worry about that. But listen, the first step is you admitting what you did wrong. That's the first step. The second step is you actually showing your face and saying, look, here is the whole situation that happened. And then you speaking, you say, okay, so me saying this or what happened here, I felt like I'm in the right about this, or I feel like I'm in the wrong about this. So my point is, say that you do continue to stay on YouTube and that you continue to show your face and that you continue to just express your thoughts, feelings, and opinions. People will respect that about you, even if they don't like you. They will respect that about you because you are continuing to stay here and showing your face and say, look, this is a situation, this happened, and then you say whether or not you feel that you're in the right or you feel that you're in the wrong, and then you say, listen, let's say that all of you continue to not like me, that's your choice, but guess what? I know that if I ever want advice, that I can always go to people such as Joe or to me, Mr. Business Suits. You know?
Yeah.
And see, Brandon, you showing up, that means a lot to me because people like Chris, people like him just wants to hide behind closed doors and basically try to act like somebody that they're not. Because because I told Chris, I said, Chris, if you show up, I will politely ask for everyone else not to say one single word. And Chris continued to choose not to show up. That's why I called Chris a bitch, because of his behavior and because of what Chris said of him, of people like Chris thinking that it's normal behavior to say the R word. And then also Chris admitting that he loves pissing people off. That's why I called Chris a bitch. But nonetheless, moving along. Now, once again, you showed up. Now listen, Brandon, here's my advice to you. My advice to you is for you to keep your channel up. Now listen. Say that you don't want to keep your channel up. That's your decision. That's not my decision. So you tell me what you want to do. So do you want to keep your channel up, or do you want to take your channel down? That's your decision. That's not mine.
Well, I honestly want to just keep my channel hidden
Why?
off of YouTube.
Tell me why. Come on, Brandon. Come on. Just be honest.
I just feel like that if I keep my channel up, I'm gonna get so much disrespect from people.
Dude, Brandon, listen. Okay, listen. Here is an example of what I want you to understand. Okay, I have been on this platform since 2009. I have dealt with a lot of people, a lot of people running their mouths at me. And guess what? Every time I say, I don't give a fuck. Because here's my approach. I say to anyone out there, if you don't like me, show your face on camera and you tell me what it is that you want to tell me. Tell me what the issue is and tell me why you don't like me. And let's care to explain as to what the possible solution is. But let's just say that those people that don't like me don't want to tell me. Then my answer is, well, okay, next. Then those people can go fuck themselves. Guess what, Brandon? Tomorrow is a new day. I just keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? I just keep it moving.
Yeah.
Because I know that there will always be people out there on that bullshit that won't like me for any reasons whatsoever. Blah, blah, blah. I've heard it all. I've seen it all. None of that bullshit phases me. Now, that's because I am not sensitive. That's why. I have very thick skin. I have years of experience in dealing with the bullshit. Mr. Businesses, you're old. Look at you. I don't give a fuck. Tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow, I will continue to upload videos, whether they like me or whether they don't. And guess what? Over time, I knew that the people that did not like me, that eventually they would respect my words of wisdom. Even if they don't like me, that they will at least care to listen to my words. And guess what? Before in the past, for example, Joe was spamming the fuck out of his channel talking about me. Oh, Mr. Business Tuesday, spamming. And listen, that's in the past. I understand that. That's not me creating drama. That's me discussing it. There's nothing wrong with discussing drama. And see, here's the thing. I told Joe, stop spamming your channel and just talk to me as a human being. Tell me what your issue is, and then we'll go from there. And now look where me and Joe are at. Me and Joe, everything went smoothly because I told Joe, I said, listen, Joe, if you listen to me, I promise you that my recipe always work smoothly every single time. And guess what? Joshua and I are cool now. Joe and I are cool now. And Amy 2DMX and I are cool now. You and I are cool now. Now listen, Brandon. Now hold on. Now listen. At first, you saw it that I was trying to. No. Hold on. At first, when I had uploaded my very first video about you, of me providing constructive criticisms at you, I do remember this. You saw it that I was trying to. No. You thought that I was trying to expose you, right, Brandon? That one.
Yeah.
And see, I told you. I said, no, Brandon, I'm not trying to expose you. Now, you thought I was trying to expose you, but what you should have done instead was that you should have asked me if I was trying to expose you. But no, Brandon, I was not trying to expose you. I was trying to explain to you that if you continue to show yourself on the internet as a very, very, very sensitive person, people will look at that at you as a weakness and people will attack that about you. Not about you as a person, but about you being sensitive. People will attack that. That has nothing to do with you as a person. It's about you being sensitive. And guess what? I saw your video of you saying, "Oh, I'm scared of Chris. Chris ain't gonna do shit." This is YouTube. Listen. Chris ain't gonna do shit. Chris is trying to scare you, but guess what? Chris ain't gonna scare me. No, Chris the hoe. Chris, you're never gonna scare me, ho. I have years of experience with this bullshit. Listen, let me give you a great example. There is a YouTuber on YouTube. Her name is Eugenia Cooney. You know who Eugenia Cooney is? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. I want you to go to the YouTube page. So, okay, type in the YouTube search bar, type in Eugenia Cooney, EUGENIA, and then Cooney, COONEY. Okay, hold up. All right. Hold
There
up.
it is. Found it.
Hold on. All right, hold on. I'll be right back. All right.
Oh my God.
All right, where are we over? Ah, damn it. Wait.
Oh.
Hello? Wait. Hello? Oh, okay. Wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, hey, hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, we're good.
okay. Did you type in her name on the YouTube search bar?
Yes, I have her
Okay.
channel pulled up right now.
Okay. So, Eugenia Cooney has 2 million subscribers, right?
2.13 million. Yes.
Okay. Now listen here. This is why Chris is full of shit. Chris ain't gonna do a motherfucking thing. Because listen, here's my example as to why Chris ain't gonna do shit. Okay. let's say that Chris talks to a cop and say, "Hey, please." No. Okay. Here's Chris talking to a police officer. "Hey guys, I want you to watch this YouTube video of these people bothering me." Best believe those cops have better things to do than to be concerned about some random YouTube videos bullshit on YouTube, okay? Cops have better things to do than this, okay? And next, cops don't work for YouTube last time I checked, okay? Because listen, I highly doubt that the YouTube corporation is going to hire police officers to just sit there and watch a whole bunch of YouTube videos. That's not going to happen because the YouTube corporation are greedy bastards. They're greedy, okay? So let's say that YouTube, okay. Let's say that the people on YouTube kept telling the YouTube corporation, hey, please hire cops to watch over these YouTube videos. That would mean that the YouTube corporation would have to lose money to pay for cops to be on YouTube watching a whole bunch of bullshit YouTube videos. Best believe the YouTube corporation are greedy. YouTube will never care to lose money to pay cops to watch stuff like this. It ain't gonna happen, okay? So Chris is on that bullshit. Cops got way better things to do than to be worried about YouTube videos. So Chris, let's say that you go up to a cop and say, "Hey, I want you to watch this YouTube live stream." The cops will look at you and say, kid, yeah, you look, we got better things to do, okay? So, if you can't handle that whole YouTube thing, then kid, just get off the internet and find better things to do. That's what the cops are gonna tell you, Chris, okay? So Chris, stop with the bullshit, Chris. Chris, stop trying to scare people like Brandon. Chris, you ain't gonna do shit. And Chris, I was polite enough to offer Chris a free invitation. I offered Chris a free invitation for that stupid ass to come on here to talk to me face to face. And Chris couldn't do it. So Chris, shut the fuck up, sit down, because you ain't gonna do shit. And see, here's the thing. When Chris typed that community post of him saying, "Oh, when the stream starts, they will not expect of what's gonna happen," or something like that, I laughed so hard for the next hour. I was like, expect what? I've heard it all. I've seen it all. Miss me with the bullshit, Chris. Shut the fuck up. Because Chris, I told you, you can either choose to stay on YouTube. So listen. So for people that are stupid, such as Chris, I told everyone multiple times, who made Chris decide to come on YouTube? Us or Chris? Answer that one.
Chris.
Joe, you next. You answer that one.
Chris made himself join YouTube.
Chris, that's right, Chris. You, the stupid ass, you made the decision to come on YouTube. So you should have known damn well what the territories was involved related to YouTube. Guess what, Chris? There has been hundreds of people running their mouths at me of them talking that bullshit. Mr. Business Suits, I hate you. Mr. Business Suits, you look ugly. Mr. Business Suits, how old are you? I don't give a fuck. Because tomorrow's a new day and I will continue to upload videos. So Chris, You are nothing new to me. Chris, you are not the first person to ever tell me that you don't like me. And guess what, Chris? You most certainly will not be the last motherfucker to tell me that you don't like me either, okay? Next. So, we have Eugenia Cooney, who has 2 million subscribers, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the example as to why Chris is full of shit. Chris is not going to do anything. Chris is going to sit there like the bitch that he is, and all Chris will do is just say a whole bunch of bullshit lying narratives to try so hard to make himself look right when damn well he knows that he's the one that started the drama by him saying that he loves pissing people off, that gives everyone the equal right to run their mouths back at stupid asses like Chris. Okay, so let's scroll forward. So the woman known as Eugenia Cooney. Okay, my question is, okay, hold on. Let me scroll back. So, to the YouTubers such as Eugenia Cooney. Now this woman has 2 million subscribers. Okay, I have done a lot of research about Eugenia Cooney, and let me tell you. So here's the question. How many channels out there do you think exist that are dedicated to talking shit about Eugenia Cooney? Guess the number. Like I'm talking like there are channels out there that are dedicated to them hating Eugenia Cooney. Guess how many channels exist out there that are obsessed with Eugenia Cooney and them talking that shit about Eugenia Cooney? Guess the number.
I had to take a wild guess. I would probably say over 1,000.
Well, listen here. I do not know the exact number, but let me tell you, there has been hundreds, and I mean hundreds. I have seen hundreds of videos where a shitload of different YouTubers talking that bullshit of them disrespecting Eugenia Cooney. And guess what? I have never once seen Eugenia Cooney go to the cops and say, hey guys, I want you, the cops, I want you to watch all of these disrespectful videos of these people disrespecting me. Eugenia Cooney has never done that because Eugenia Cooney knows that is bullshit. This is a YouTube platform. Cops have better things to do than to be concerned about YouTube bullshit. You know? Right?
Sorry. Right. Sorry. I was trying so hard not to laugh when you said that, but yeah, I get your point.
Dude, I have done heavy research about the types of people that watch Eugenia Cooney, and let me tell you, they are weird as fuck. Like.
Yeah, they.
And see, here's the thing, Chris. That's why I know you're full of shit. YouTube Corporation, the YouTube Corporation, they are greedy as fuck. Do you think YouTube Corporation is really going to say, hey guys, we're going to lose money and put that money towards the cops so that they can come on to YouTube and sit on their ass and just watch a whole bunch of random YouTube videos bullshit of them not knowing who the fuck they're watching? No names, no location, nothing. They're just watching just a whole bunch of YouTube videos of them not knowing who these people are. Do you really think YouTube Corporation, as greedy as they are, that you think that they're going to hire these police officers to come on YouTube and watch that? It ain't going to happen.
Get this shit out of here. Seriously.
And see, here's the thing, Brandon. Stop being so scared so easily. Now listen, Brandon. I understand that you're sensitive. But Brandon, let's say that you have an issue. It is probably best to talk to Joe first, or to talk to me first, or to talk to both of us first, okay?
Mhm.
So my advice to you is to talk to Joe and or me first before you start running your mouth or yelling or shouting or before you start saying the N word or before you start saying the S word, okay? Stop saying the S word on YouTube, Brandon. Stop with the bullshit. I told you. I understand that you're sensitive, but you got to stop coming on here on YouTube and saying the S word, okay, Brandon?
Yeah.
So Brandon, let's say that you start having your moment of you feeling sad and you feeling like about that S word. Keep that stuff away from YouTube. Away. Don't come online and say, "Oh, guys, I'm feeling the S word." Don't do that. You got to stop doing that because people will look at you and think that there's something wrong with you. Now, listen, just because people may think that there's something wrong with you, stop worrying about that because the only person that can control you is who?
Myself.
There you go. So, Brandon, my advice to you is for you to keep your channel up. Now, it's your choice, Brandon. Let's say that you choose not to listen to me. That's fine. You can choose not to listen to me because guess what? Tomorrow's a new day. I just keep it moving. All I can do is share my words of wisdom and share my advice. And ultimately, that is up to you to determine on whether or not you want to listen to me or whether or not you don't want to listen to me. Correct?
Yeah, correct.
So, my advice to you is for you to keep your channel up. So, I'm going to ask you a question.
Okay.
Are you okay with wanting to keep your channel up? Yes or no? And just be honest with me. This will help you in you being honest. So, do you plan to
So,
put your channel back up or just keep it down?
well,
Just be
I do
honest.
still want to keep it up. I still do want to keep it up,
Yeah.
but as long as I don't do anything utterly stupid or say like I'm about to say the S word, I will
Right.
try my very best to keep that away from the YouTube community.
Well, thank you, Brandon. Now, all right, okay, hold on, all right? All right, hold on, all right? I'll be right back.
Ow. Fuck, it's hot in here.
All right, I'm back. Okay, so from what? Okay, so from what? Okay, so from what Ella told me was that you started yelling and shouting, right?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to show me how you were yelling. And also, okay, you show me how loud you were yelling and you show me what you're saying. Do that right now. Go ahead. I want to see it. Go ahead.
Okay. Ugh! Well, I don't exactly remember what I said, but I'll try to pull it out. So, whenever I yell, I like do this, like eyebrows down, yelling like this, like or something like that. And then what I told Elijah was, I said, Elijah, Elijah, get your black nigger ass out of here. That's what I said to him.
Okay. Okay. So, listen. I'm going to ask you a question. Now, I already know the answer to this question. I just want to see what you're going to say. So, since you are appearing to be crazy enough to yell and shout and say the N-word and or say cuss words on the internet to people such as Elijah, right? Is that who you were? Yeah. Okay, so
that's who
okay.
I was directing it towards.
Okay, so at that moment, when you were yelling at Elijah, and at that moment, when you said the N-word to Elijah, did you at any moment feel scared? Yes or no?
At the moment, during that point, no, I did not feel scared.
Well, no. Well, right, because you are at home doing that. So okay, let's say that you happen to see Elijah in public. Then what would you start yelling and or what would you say the N-word to Elijah to his face in person? Yes or no? And just be honest. Be honest with yourself. Would you do it?
Absolutely no, I would not.
Okay.
I would not risk my life for that.
Okay. Okay. So you are not tough enough to do that in person, but you want to appear as if you're tough enough to do that on the internet. Is that right?
Yeah.
So listen, here's the thing with me. I know that I have a major I know that I have a major I know that I have a major
Oh Jesus, what happened?
or what okay. So I know that I have a major attitude problem. Oh yeah. I know that I do. But see, here's the thing with me. I know that what's important in me understanding that I have an attitude problem is what's going on? Okay. So
I don't know.
Okay, but anyways, so I know that I have a attitude problem. But what I've learned with my attitude problem is that I have learned to channel my attitude problem. So what I mean is that I only start getting really angry only when it's necessary for the right reason. Did you understand now? Kind of, maybe not.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, so yeah, so now
I'm following, but little iffy. But yeah, I'm
right,
following.
okay. So let's say that Chris wants to upload a video about me. Now let's say that I have no idea who Chris is. I have no idea who this person is. I've never seen this person on the internet before. Let's say Chris wants to start the drama by him uploading a video first, and he says, "Fuck you, Mr. Business Suits." Then that would give me free reign to talk that shit back to him because it's necessary for the right reasons because he started it first. Do you understand?
True.
Okay.
Yes. Now I'm starting to get
Right. Right. So say that. Okay, but anyways, yeah. So listen here, Brandon. Okay. I'm gonna ask you a very serious question now.
that.
Okay, so since you want to show yourself to be such a tough guy, uh, badass on the internet, so my question to you is, are you racist?
Mm,
Just be honest with yourself.
I mean, at school, yes, I have said that word, not directly towards a black person at school, but I had a friend who would always, and I mean always, say the N word just for fun in his sense.
Okay, well, listen. I personally think that if people out in society today, let's say that people out there that are continuing to be racist, I think that that is a very sad thing to see. And also I think that people that want to admit that they're racist, that is wrong. And listen, just because you may not like a person just because of their skin color, that should never matter. So what I'm saying is that you saying the N word is absolutely wrong, and that people that choose to be racist is absolutely wrong. And see, here's the point: is that you should always look at anybody and everybody as a human being. So okay, let's say that you're talking to somebody that you clearly can't fucking stand. What matters is that you're able to just not think about hating them and just focus on the conversation of itself. And so what I'm saying is to stop focusing on the person, to stop doing that, to quit worrying about who these people are and just focus on what words that they're saying. And
Mhm.
so okay. Anyways, my next question. So since you started yelling and shouting on the internet, what would you ever choose to just shout and yell at me like that?
Nope,
No, because
I
you
would
know.
not. I would not dare.
Okay, so listen, because you know that I'm not sensitive. So let's say that you yell at me, guess what? I'm gonna yell at you back. And let's say and see, here's the thing. Let's say that I'm yelling at you, and let's say that I'm cussing at you. That would only mean two things. Either one of two things. Number one, that I hate you. So either that I hate you or that I'm only mad at you at that moment, but I don't hate you. You get it?
Mhm.
Now listen. I do not know you personally. I don't know you. All I know is what I see. So I can understand that you are a very sensitive person. So you are 18, right?
Yes.
Okay, so listen. My advice to you is for you to have your channel back up and just leave it there. And then when you feel that you're ready to come back and start uploading videos, you make that decision. Nobody else. You need to make that decision. Don't ask Joe. Say, hey, when do you think I should come back and start uploading videos? No, don't ask him. Don't ask me. But my advice to you is for you to keep your channel up, but for you to make that decision and when you want to come back. Now, let's say that you want to continue to show up in Joe's live streams. I mean, that doesn't bother me because this is Joe's channel. So obviously that's between you and Joe. Okay? So let's say that you choose to listen to me, and let's say Brandon says, you know what? I'm gonna put my channel back up. So let's say that people start typing comments and them saying just disrespectful things. My advice to you is very simple. Just delete their comments. Just delete it. Next. Just delete it, okay? Just keep deleting it, okay? Okay? Because listen. I have been on this YouTube because listen, I have been on this YouTube platform since 2009. And my held for comments review. Do you know how many comments exist in my held for review? I purposely set up all of my videos to only where the people on my fans list, to only where their comments will automatically show up in my comments. So basically, to anyone else that is not on my fans list, their comments will automatically go to the held for review. Now, that obviously helps me. Or with you, let's say that people just start typing disrespectful comments. Just delete their comments, okay? Okay. So in my held for in my held for in my held for review comment section, guess how many comments exist in my held for review comments? Guess.
I would probably say maybe 500.
No, over 2,000.
Oh wow,
2,000 comments. But remember, this is scrolling back all the way back to 2009. All of those comments still exist there. Now, I would say about 95% of the comments that exist in the held for review is just full of bullshit. Is basically just full of trolls. That's it. Of them either cussing me out or saying I look old or saying I look ugly, blah 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 blah. All that bullshit. All of that still exists in my held for review comment section. And guess what? I don't give a fuck. Tomorrow's a new day, and I will continue to upload videos because you know why? I know who the fuck I am. And that's it. And guess what? Nobody else can determine who I am. I know who I am. Now, my advice to you, Brandon, is for you to get a gym membership. And for you to start exercising. But let me tell you, that will be the great feeling for you. Just at first, practice. Take it slow at first. Just keep it going, ball. Let me tell you, you will feel really good about yourself. So now listen. You can choose to listen to me, or you can choose not to listen to me. So let's say that I tell you, you know what, Brandon? I think it would be a good idea to help you relax your mind and you possibly getting a gym membership for you to join a gym. Then what would your response be to me? Like, yes, I'll think about doing that, or no, I'm good. Which one is it?
I would love that.
So, hey,
I would
listen.
absolutely love it.
So, okay, listen. Okay, so let's say that you want to go to the gym and start working out. This is my advice to you, because I always go to the gym. Now, not very often. I would say maybe once every week-ish. But see, here's the thing. So say that you start working out, do it in slow practice. Just say, okay, I'm going to do this a specific exercise of 5 times. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then stop. Breathe, relax, and then when you're ready to go again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop. You know, kind of like that. Take it slow.
Uh-huh.
Because then once you take it slow over time, then you will gain muscles, which means that you can obviously over time slowly be able to lift more weights over time, which will make you more
Right.
stronger. So take it slow paces. That way, I'm telling you, that will help you, and you not always feeling, as in not always feeling depressed. Now, see, so I would like to think that naturally you will always have those moments where you may feel depressed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm telling you is to help relax your mind and to not always feeling depressed is for you to, number one, go to the gym, and or number two, find hobbies to do. So that way you're keeping your mind off of the depression for a given amount of time. Now, yes, I do understand that you will continue to have those moments where you will feel depressed. And guess what? That's natural. But what matters is how you choose to channel your depression and or your anger and or you shouting, like that. That what matters
Yeah.
is how you choose to channel that energy. Now listen. Now listen. I feel that I will always keep you on the fans list. Now listen. I know that some people may get mad at me for that, but listen. You showed up. That's the first step. Because listen, at first I had thought that you were not going to show up because because of how upset you were. But okay, so at first, were you planning on actually showing up to the stream tonight? Yes or no? Just be honest.
I was thinking about it at first.
Right, because you thought, oh shit, well now Suits knows, so okay, so what? At first, what you thought?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so at first, what
Yeah.
you thought, what I was gonna do is just start coming on here and just start cussing at you. Now, let's say that you didn't show up tonight like this. Then obviously, yes, I would have ran my mouth at you and me cussing at you only because you didn't show up. That reason alone.
Mhm.
That has nothing to do with you as a person. That is because if you chose not to show up, then that would give me free range to be even more mad at you and me cussing at you because you didn't show up. But you did show up. So I thank you for that, okay?
Yep.
So even more, okay. All right, hold on, all right? I'll be right back. Give me a drink. Okay. All right, I'm back. Okay, so anyways, so to Brandon. Brandon?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm here.
so my advice to you is for you to keep your channel up. And what I'm saying
Okay.
is keep your channel up, but do not upload any more content until you feel that you're ready to come back to doing that. Now, what I'm saying is that you can continue to show up in Joe's live streams because this is Joe's channel. This is not my
Right.
channel. So ultimately, only Joe can decide that, not me. Now, let's say that I'm mad at you for some reason, and let's say, Joe, you better not fucking invite Brandon here. Do not invite that hoe. Now, let's say that I say that as an example. Joe can choose to listen to me, or Joe can say, hey, listen, I will continue to invite Brandon, and let's say that whatever it is that I'm mad at you about is that for you and I to talk to each other face to face. That is how we evolve as human beings, talking to each other face to face, right?
Right.
So, okay. So, you said the N word to Elijah, right? So,
Yes.
okay. So, I want you, but obviously only if you want to, because
Mhm.
I can't make you say anything. All I can do is share my words of wisdom to you, and all I can do is just offer my advice to you. Now, I would
Mhm.
like for you to apologize to Elijah for saying the N-word. Only if you want to. It's your choice, Brandon.
Well, I want to make things right, then I'll do it. So, Elijah, this also goes out to JJ, Skate, and Darcy. For those of you who I triggered, which is Skate, JJ, Darcy, and Elijah, I would like to obviously publicly apologize on here, on stream right now, for saying that god awful word to all of you. And I truly am sorry for triggering all of you. I understand it was really, really wrong of me to do that. And if you ever find a time to forgive me for it, that would be great. If you don't feel like forgiving me for it, that's also okay. Take all the time you need to think about forgiving me, and then when the time comes, you can forgive me for it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay, and see, Brandon, you chose to show up here. You chose to talk to me face to face. That's you being a man. And see, here's the thing. You took the time to apologize because you wanted to, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so you wanted to apologize, and guess what? You just said your apology. Now, let's say that none of those people want to forgive you. So let's say that Elijah and Ella and Jackson and okay, let's say that all of them choose to not forgive you. Guess what? Just leave it alone. Let them make that decision. So what I'm saying is my advice to you is for you to keep your channel up, and let's say that you see that people are typing disrespectful comments, just keep deleting those comments so that way you can come back to your channel when you want to upload content when you want to. So that way you know that you're doing it at your pace, nobody else's. And here's the thing, let's say that none of those people want to forgive you. It is what it is, but hey, at least you cared to say an apology. So that, in my opinion, does count as effort. That does count as effort towards me. Now, am I mad at you for saying the N-word? Well, yeah, of course. Of course I'm mad at you, Brandon. What the fuck? But yeah. I'm mad at you, but do I hate you? No, Brandon, I don't hate you. Now listen, now, before I joined this live stream, I had taken you off of the fans list. Hold on, let me finish. I had only taken you off of the fans list because I wanted to talk to you face to face first so that we can have a sense of understanding. Even if you choose to disagree with something that I say. So because you showed up, that's you being a man. Whether people continue to not like you, who gives a fuck? What I'm saying is you showed up, that's you being a man. Now, let's say that you start crying. Guess what? That's natural. That's not the issue. It is okay to cry. It's okay. Now listen, what I'm telling you, what's not okay, is for you to come on here and you saying the S word. So what I'm saying is, say that you really feel like you're having moments of you feeling of the S word. My advice to you is for you to go to counseling. Deal with that at the appropriate place at the appropriate time. There is a time and place for everything. Right, Brandon?
Right.
So, Brandon, I'm telling you right now, now, before I joined in on this stream, I was more mad at you. But now that we've talked like this for over 1 hour and 33 minutes, I am still mad at you, but not as much. But yes, I am still mad at you. But damn it, I respect you for showing your face and for you talking to me. You are doing what Chris could not do. That's what I respect about you, Brandon. At least you're willing to admit whatever it is that you're doing wrong, and damn it, at least you're willing to apologize. So, next up, I want you to apologize to Ella for you trying to control Ella and making her and you trying to make a decision for Ella about who Ella wants to pick and her bringing into her server, such as Elijah's girlfriend. I want you to apologize for Ella to that, but only if you want to. This is about you, Brandon. And so I'm here to share my words of wisdom to you. Now listen. This is not necessarily me helping you. This is me just sharing my words of wisdom to you because no one can help somebody 100%. So what I mean by that statement is that I cannot make you say something. Ultimately, it is up to you if you want to say something, right, Brandon?
Right.
I can't control you. That's why I say that I can never 100% help you, but I will always care to share my words of wisdom to you only because You cared to show your face. You cared to show up. And that's you being a man. And you cared to talk to me. And let's see, here's the thing. Yes, I am still mad at you, but I'm not as mad at you. But yes, I'm still mad at you. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, so next up, I want you, or no, okay, let's scroll back. I would like for you to sincerely apologize to Ella for you trying to control Ella and you saying who you think can or cannot join Ella's server, but only if you want to.
Mhm. All right. Well, might as well. So, Ella, if you are watching currently, or if you happen to watch after this stream ends, I would like to sincerely apologize to you for making the decision of not allowing Darcy to join your server. I realize that it is wrong to do that, and I know I was trying to protect Darcy at all costs, but I realized that doing that doesn't always work out. So, you don't have to. You don't have to if you don't want to. But if you do find it in your heart to forgive me for trying to control you and manipulate you into thinking that Darcy joining your server is not a good idea, you can always think about it. And if you're ready to forgive me, just tell me when it's a good time. All right.
Okay, so, hey, at least you made the effort to care to apologize. Now, let's say that Ella chooses to not forgive you. That is her decision. Because now it is up to her for her to decide whether or not she wants to forgive you. Now, I will say this, Brandon. Okay, so after this stream, I will add you back on the fans list as vice president number 4 only because I will always keep you on the fans list only because you showed up here and because you showed your face. That's what I respect. Let's say, okay, here's an example. Let's say, okay. Let's say that I don't like you. Now, do I genuinely do not like you? No. That's not what I'm saying. Yes, I do like you as a person. Now, I don't know you personally, but from what I've seen, it seems like you are a decent human being. Now, obviously, that there's been moments where you've done things where you deserve to be cussed out because of your behavior specifically, not about you as a person. So, after the stream, I will add you back onto the fans list. Now, let's say that Elijah, Travis K, and JJ and Ella, let's say that they have a problem with me and me adding you back to the fans list. Then at that point, I will say, look, let's say that any of you have a problem with me adding Brandon back to the fans list. Guess what? It's bullshit because it's the fans list that I created. So ultimately, it's up to me for the right reasons because I just said why I would add Brandon back to the fans list because Brandon showed up, Brandon showed his face, and Brandon cared to talk to me for now 1 hour and 40 minutes. I mean, damn. You know, that's a long time to me. I don't know. But listen, let's see. Brandon's laughing. You know, see that it's okay. And see, here's the thing. You, once again, you are doing what Chris could not do. I offered Chris a free invitation to run his mouth at me because I wanted to possibly provide a positive solution to all of that mess from the last time I was on Joe's stream. That's why I was saying that, hey, Chris, this is a free invitation, a one-time free invitation, and Chris rejected it. So I said, okay, at that point, Chris is going to have to pay up for my time now. Because, see, what you're doing is what Chris couldn't do. That is why I respect that about you, Brandon. And see, here's the thing. I would never make you pay me for me to talk to you because each and every time that I talked to you, you always showed up and you always showed your face. I respect that about you. Even if I'm mad at you, I will always respect that about you because you showed up, you showed your face, and you talked to me. Now, so to the next point. What was that next point? Okay, so, okay. So, Brandon, okay. I want you to put your channel back up. Now, that's your decision. If you choose not to listen to me, that's fine. But what I'm telling you is that it would be in your best interest to listen to me. That way, the whole audience can see that you're following what I'm saying for the right reasons. Only because I told you for you to not upload any more content until what?
I feel ready.
There you go. And that's me explaining all of that to you for the right reasons. So let's say that you bring your channel back up right now or after this stream. I told you that I think that that is the best decision for you. So let's say that Striving Skate wants to run his mouth at me. Let's say that Elijah wants to run his mouth at me. Guess what? At that point, I will say, hey, listen, I dictate what I dictate what I think is the best decision. And let's say that they choose to disagree with me. I say, hey, tough shit. People agree and disagree all the time for all types of bullshit. So it is what it is. Yes, Brandon. I will always keep you on the fans list as long as you continue to show your face and to talk to me face to face. That is my polite one request to you. So let's say that I am mad at you again in the future. So my polite request for you for each time that I'm mad at you is for you to show up, for you to show your face, and for you to talk to me. Can you do my one simple request each time?
Absolutely.
There we go. That is what I like to call progress. Now, I'm going to say this. Brandon, if you say the N-word again on the internet, on YouTube, then yes, I will cuss you out the next time. But listen, I would be cussing you out for the right reasons because of your behavior, not about you as a person. Because you chose to say the N-word, that is a first response. Then my second response is for me to cuss you out because you can only imagine how Elijah felt when you said the N-word to that person. You know, you get it?
Mm-hmm.
Now, let's say that you get mad and say the N-word again in the future. Now, I'm not saying that you will. I'm saying if you do that. My process is this. The next time I would show up and talk to you like this, my first step would be me cussing you out. That's the first step. Then the second step would be you and me talking like this. So obviously my first step is, okay, Brandon, I'm going to cuss you out. And then once I'm done cussing you out, then step number 2, then I will say, okay, now I have no issue of me not saying any foul language anymore. I will not say any more foul language as I now am done with that cussing bullshit, as I can definitely talk to you as a human being without saying any foul language. That is how I would approach that. So let's say that I get mad at you again in the future. Will you be a man and show up to the stream and show your face and talk to me? Yes or no?
Yes, I would.
Damn it. I respect that about you, Brandon. God damn. That's a man to me. Holy shit. I mean, you're doing what Chris couldn't do. And listen, Chris. Brandon, listen.
Damn.
My apology. And see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Chris has continued to spam my held for review comments. Chris has still continued typing comments, even though I let it be known that I will never allow Chris's comments to appear in my comment section. So let me simplify this. Every time you type a comment on any of my videos, Brandon, I always approve all of your comments. And do you want to know why, Brandon?
Why is that?
Because you show up, you show your face, and you talk to me each and every time. That's why I approve your comments. That's the difference between individuals such as you, Brandon, and the differences between bitches like Chris. And see, here's the thing. Chris typed a comment in my held for review saying, you calling me names is not helping me. No. Here's the thing with Chris. Chris is only caring to listen to each and every time that I say foul language. But let's put all that foul language to the side, and let's say that, Chris, I want you to actually pay attention to all of my valid arguments that does not include any foul language. Can you do that one, Chris? Because you have failed to do that each and every time. But see, here's the thing. Chris seems to appear that he will continue to do his live stream on July 7th. I said, fine, whatever. If you choose to do that on Joe's live stream when he invites me after July 7th, I want Joe to show Chris's live stream on this screen so that I can react to every fucking sentence that Chris says. Because Chris is full of shit. YouTube is greedy. Do you really think YouTube is going to want to waste money to pay police officers to come on here and to watch this YouTube bullshit? No. No, they're not. That's why Brandon, I'm telling you, don't be scared of people like Chris. Chris wants you to be scared because Chris is the type of piece of shit for him to say in a community post, once my stream starts, you won't expect this. Chris, fuck your stream, fuck your channel, and fuck you as a human being because of your behavior, Chris. Because of you, Chris, you said that you saying the R word is normal behavior. Right, guys? Yes or no?
Yeah, he's straight up said, oh, the R word is normal behavior.
Chris said that saying the R word is normal behavior. But then Chris wants to get mad when Joe or Brandon calls Chris a retard. But yet, when Chris wants to feel the need to love pissing people off and call somebody else a retard, that's okay to Chris. If Chris calls someone a retard, that's okay to Chris. But let's say that you, Brandon, or let's say that Joe calls Chris a retard. Then at that moment, that's not okay to Chris. Chris, you can't have it both ways, ho. That's why I call you a ho. Because of your behavior and because of your words. Your words is full of shit. You ain't gonna do a damn motherfucking thing. And Chris, you can continue to spam your stupid ass community posts. Because guess what? Nobody gives a fuck about what you're saying, Chris, unless I let it be known that you are relevant. But as of now, Chris, you are not relevant in the conversation, okay? The only reason why Chris is relevant is because of me, okay? So Chris, let me simplify this for you. Chris, you clicking the like button on your own community post doesn't count, okay? You need an actual audience to determine on whether or not they feel the need to click the like button on your stupid ass community post that makes no goddamn sense. Chris, listen, you clicking the like button on your own community post that you typed, that doesn't count, okay? Listen.
Honestly, though.
That's some weird shit. Listen, okay, here's Chris.
Yeah.
Chris is like this. Oh, I'm gonna type a community post. And then in my video upload today, where I titled the video, Champion Mr. Business Suits versus Chris, Rare Promo Debate, right? Or Rare.
Yep, I saw that.
Rare Debate Promo, right? Okay. Before I uploaded that video, I checked Chris's last 4 recent community posts. Nobody clicked the like button on any of his 4 recent community posts. It was 0 likes, 0. But listen. After I got done, wait, hold on. I'm disappointed. It's gonna take time to fucking forgive him. Hey, listen, Thermo Gamer. I completely understand what you're saying. So listen. To the fact that Thermo Gamer is mad at you, Brandon, that I understand. So what I'm saying is, obviously, it will probably take time for people to want to forgive you. That's between them and you. That has nothing to do with me. You're the one that said the N-word, not me. So let's say that Thermo Gamer gets mad at me. Then I'm going to say, I don't know how to simplify this for you, Thermo Gamer, but you're talking to the wrong person, because last time I checked, I did not say the N-word. Brandon said the N-word. Now, Brandon took the time to apologize. So I think that counts as some effort, you know? Now, so listen. What I'm saying is, damn it. Whew, I'm tired, man. I've been talking nonstop. See. Here's my message to people like Chris. I am built like a fucking engine. This engine never stops. I have been on this YouTube platform since 2009. So I want you all to guess how many mental health breaks I have taken from 2009 to now. Guess. Guess how many mental health breaks I've taken from 2009 till now.
0.
0. I told y'all, I am built like a fucking engine. My engine runs 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, 7 days a week. My engine will never stop, and my engine will most certainly not stop for pieces of shit like Chris. That Chris wants to try his hardest to scare people like Brandon, only because Chris knows that Brandon is the sensitive type. That's why Chris is trying to scare you, Brandon. But let me tell you, Brandon, the cops ain't gonna do shit. This whole YouTube bullshit is bullshit. It's just
It's stupid. It's fucking stupid.
It is just a bunch of YouTube videos that a whole bunch of random people are talking in videos. Do you really think YouTube is going to choose not to be greedy and say, hey, you know what? We want to lose money and pay police officers to sit here and watch a whole bunch of YouTube bullshit? It's not going to happen. Cops don't care about YouTube that much. Cops have better things to do. Cops have a lot of better things to do than to watch a whole bunch of YouTube bullshit. Cops has families, you know? Cops are not cops 24 hours a day. Cops actually have lives. Cops are not obsessed with YouTube like you, Chris, okay? And one more thing. Chris, who made you come on YouTube? You made that decision, Chris. And
You.
guess what? And
You.
guess what? And guess what? Every day, thousands of YouTubers criticize thousands of YouTubers. See, here's the thing. Okay. There is a YouTuber called Blair White. Blaire White. Her last name.
I've heard of her.
Now, okay. Blair White is trans. Now, listen. Blair White has ran her mouth talking that shit to a lot of people. Do you think that the police is going to sit on their ass and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to go to Blair White's channel and I'm going to sit on my ass and watch a whole and basically just watch a whole bunch of YouTube bullshit because YouTube paid me to do this. It ain't going to fucking happen. YouTube Corporation, the YouTube Corporation, they are greedy as fuck. YouTube Corporation, they don't give a fuck about us. They don't.
Yeah.
All they all that the YouTube Corporation sees on this YouTube platform is statistics. Are videos getting millions of views? Are videos getting views every day? That's what matters to YouTube Corporation. All YouTube Corporation gives a fuck about is that profit margin, that money, that greenback. That's all the fuck YouTube Corporation gives a fuck about. You think YouTube is going to say, hey, we want to lose money to pay police officers to sit here and watch a whole bunch of YouTube bullshit? No! There are thousands of channels that criticize other people every fucking day. I have never once seen a police officer go to some random channel say, I have no idea who this person is, but I'm going to sit here and just watch all this YouTube bullshit because the YouTube Corporation paid me to do this. That's not going to happen, okay?
Right. No.
YouTube is fucking greedy. YouTube.
They really are.
YouTube does not give a fuck about any of us. Now, obviously, YouTube would never publicly say that they don't give a fuck about us. Obviously, they're not going to do that because that would make them look really stupid. And then let's say that YouTube came forward and said, hey, guys, we really don't give a fuck about any of you. All we care about is the money that is raking in from the views on the channels that are monetized. That's all the YouTube Corporation gives a fuck about. All YouTube cares about are the channels that are monetized. That's all YouTube cares about. Okay, Brandon, okay, JJ Sports Coverage said, it is going to take time for me to forgive you. Okay, that's fair. So. Okay, so.
Look at Thermo Gamers.
Okay, so. Thermo Gamer said, how would you know you won't do it again, Brandon? I want you to answer that question, okay? Go ahead.
All right, so. I would know not to do it again in the sense of trying, as if I ever get angry at any point, then I would actually take my time to shut my mouth and think to myself before actually saying anything and be like, okay, guys, I'm really angry right now. I need to take a moment to myself to calm down before I say anything stupid. That's what I would do.
All right, back. So listen. Okay, so listen, Brandon. Let's say that you feel mad again or that you feel pissed off. We all know that you would never yell at me like that, right?
Right.
So, let's say that you get all pissed off again. Okay. Let's say that you get pissed off or you feel sad and you have your moment of you feeling about the S word. I want you to step away from YouTube and for you to write these down as notes. So once you write down all of your notes of how you're feeling or with whatever happened, keep that written down. Don't say it on YouTube. Write it down. That way you're not saying it, you're writing it down without saying it like this. So that way, once you write down all your notes, then that's step number one. You not saying all of that on YouTube. For you, step one, to write down how you feel or what may have happened that pissed you off, for you to write all that down on a piece of paper where you know that you can keep it in a safe place. So step number two is for you to only discuss what is written on your notes when you are on a live stream, only when I am there. So that way the entire audience can see how you feel from your point of view and how I feel from my point of view, because my point of view will always benefit everyone, including you. Okay, Brandon? That's why I'm telling you this, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So okay. So JJ's first coverage said saying the N-word could make people angry. Well, obviously that's common
Yeah.
sense. JJ's first coverage. I think we all understand that. Right. That is a very valid point. So, Brandon, I just gave you my recipe. So let's say that you happen to get pissed off again. What are you going to do first?
I'm going to, first off, what I would normally do is I would tell everyone that I'm starting to feel pissed off.
No. Don't
then-
do that. Don't do that.
Oh.
I just told you the recipe. Once again, let's say that there's a next time that you feel pissed off. What are you going to do first?
Write down notes.
There you go. See, you are listening. So what I'm telling you is, let's say that you get pissed off again for whatever reason. What are you going to do? Are you going to, number one, are you going to start yelling at people? Or are you going to not say anything, step away from YouTube and just write how you feel or what may have happened, or just with all of that and not say anything on YouTube and just write all of that down as notes on a piece of paper for you to keep in a safe place to where only you know where it's at all times, so that I can talk to you when I'm here on a live stream only? Which one? Option number one or option number two?
Number two.
Okay, so let's scroll forward. The next time that you get pissed off, what are you going to do first?
I'm going to shut my mouth for first. Then I'm going to take it away from where I'm at, and then I'll get a piece of paper, writing utensil, write down all that stuff, keep it safe somewhere where I can, look at it time to time, and then just keep it there.
Okay, there you go. You just confirmed that you are listening to my words of wisdom. And see, that benefits you. And guess what? That benefits everyone else, because everyone else doesn't have to listen to you at you yelling or shouting ever again. You get it?
Mm-hmm.
So that way, that the entire audience is saying, Brandon is actually caring to listen to Mr. Biscuit's words of wisdom, because my words of wisdom benefits everybody. So once again, if you happen to get pissed off, don't say anything on YouTube. And also, okay, let's say that you get pissed off again. Don't tell me about it on Discord. keep that to yourself on your piece of paper of you writing down all of your notes of what you want to talk about only when I show up to Joe's live stream on Joe's channel, not on my channel. So, okay, so for example, let's say that I invite you and Joe and more people onto the StreamYard on my channel. No. We will not talk about it on my channel. We will only talk about it on Joe's channel when you are here like this face to face, okay?
All right.
So, once again, if you get mad, just step away from YouTube and say absolutely nothing to nobody. Don't say a single word to Joe. Don't say a single word to me on Discord. Say absolutely nothing on your YouTube channel and say absolutely nothing to no one on Discord. Say absolutely nothing on Discord and say absolutely nothing on YouTube. And only write down your entire thought process on your notes on your piece of paper only. Okay? Do we understand?
All right. Yes.
Okay. All right. So, Judge Janito Gaming said, I felt disappointed. I thought we would be great friends, Brandon. Okay, listen. People are obviously mad now. But let me tell you, like exactly what I told Joe a long time ago when Joe was doing that bullshit with me in the past. Joe knows that I told Joe the exact same thing. If you listen to my recipe, everything will go smooth sailing. And now look where we're at. Everybody is friends with Joe. Well, okay, maybe not everybody, but most people are cool with Joe because Joe listened to my recipe. So Brandon, what I'm telling you is obviously now, yes, there are people that are pissed off at you. And see, here's the thing. They have the right to be.
I get it.
Okay.
I get that they're pissed. I understand that.
Okay, so okay.
It's okay if they are.
Okay,
I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm not going to say anything about it. Just
okay. What I'm saying is they're mad at you now. But if you listen to my recipe, over time, everything will smoothly go back to normal. But you got to listen to my recipe because what I always say, my recipe is basically me saying my words of wisdom. I just like to say either my recipe or I just like to say my words of wisdom. But basically, me saying recipe and me saying words of wisdom is the same thing. It's just me saying words of wisdom or me saying recipe. Yeah. But nonetheless, if you listen to my recipe over time, most likely everyone will forgive you. Now, I'm saying most likely they will forgive you. Now, they could possibly never forgive you. But at least if you care to listen to my recipe, let's say that they choose to never forgive you, but they will respect you for you caring to listen to my recipe because my recipe worked for Joshua, my recipe worked for Joe, my recipe worked for Gaming 2DMX. My recipe has worked for a lot of people. And most certainly, my recipe will most definitely work for you, Brandon. But I'm telling you right now, don't start with the bullshit. Say, oh, okay, Mr. Businesses. Okay. I am listening. But let me tell you, Brandon, if I hear that bullshit again of you coming on here, yelling and shouting like this, you being on that bullshit, I told you, the next time I hear that bullshit, I'm going to come on here. Step number 1, I'm going to cuss you the fuck out because I'm mad at you for what you did, not about you as a person. Then step number 2, I will not use any foul language and I will talk to you as a human being. Okay? That is what you get with me, Brandon. I care that much about you. And see, here's the thing. I do not even know you personally. And I care that much about you. Like I care about Joe, Gaming TDMX, Joshua, and the list goes on and on and on. You know? And see, here's the thing. If you get mad, do not say anything on YouTube. Do not say anything on Discord. Just write down all of your notes, all of it, on a piece of paper. And then when I show up to Joe's live stream, only on Joe's channel, you can tell me everything that you said on your notes. That way we can talk to each other from your point of view, and we could talk about this from my point of view. And then also we can see what the people in the comment section are saying as well, with the combination of all of that. That way, that is helping you for the right reasons. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Brandon, don't be on that bullshit again. Now, listen. Jackson told me that this is not the first time that you have came on here of you having your moments of you saying the S word. Is that true? Yes or no?
Yes, that is the truth. I have done that.
Okay. So that is not Jackson being mean to you. That is Jackson simply discussing what the situation is. Now, let's say that Jackson is mad at you. That's between you and Jackson. So what I'm saying is that it would be in your best interest to just not say anything to Jackson until you talk to me first. Okay?
All right.
That way, I can tell you what the most best response for you to say to Jackson is. So that way Jackson can see, okay, cool. We do seem to have an understanding, even if Jackson continues to not like you. But at least he will respect you because he cared to listen to my recipe, okay? So there you go, Brandon. Well, Brandon, don't be on that bullshit no more, okay? So, Brandon, this is me being extremely nice to you because I care about you. And see, here's the thing. I barely know you personally, and that's how much I care, okay? Okay, Brandon?
Got it. Yep.
That is why, at the very beginning of the stream, what did I say? I said, look, I could easily start cussing at you, but guess what? That's not going to solve anything because this is the actual first conversation of me having to explain to you about all of this. This is the first time of me having to do this for you. So this is me being nice to you. So if you choose to fuck up again and start yelling and shouting, then yes, the next time I will cuss you out at the beginning of the stream. Then after I'm done cussing you out, then I will say, Brandon, I will never use any foul language anymore in that stream, and I will talk to you as a human being because you deserve that because at the end of the day of every day, we are all human beings. And I have just shown to you, Brandon, that I am very capable of talking to you as a human being, of me not using any foul language. Right, Brandon?
Right.
And see, that's the message that people like Chris can't ever understand. Chris thinks that if he shows up showing his face, he thinks that I'm going to cuss him out the entire time on stream. No, I'm not going to do that. At the beginning of the stream, if Chris shows his face, yes, I will cuss him the fuck out. But after I'm done cussing him out, then I won't use any more foul language, and then I will talk to him as a human being. But see, that one-time free opportunity for Chris has been tossed out the fucking window. Chris is so stupid that feces on the ground is more smart than Chris, okay? When people give you a free opportunity and you fuck that up, like, people are going to look at you and like, what? Mr. Businesses gave you a free opportunity to talk to them face to face and you fucked that up? They're going to laugh at you like, wow, guess what? Joe and Brandon will never have to pay Mr. Business Dudes because Brandon and Joe were smart enough to listen to my recipe the first time. You know? So, nonetheless, Joe, thank you for inviting me here. Yes.
No problem.
So yes, I am still mad at Brandon, but I am not as mad as I was. But the next time, if you keep on with that bullshit, Brandon, then the next time at the very beginning of the stream, I will cuss you out. But don't take that personally. But I know that you most likely will take that personally if I cuss you out. Right, Brandon?
I might.
Brandon, I just told you that let's say that I cuss you out right now. That's not meant for you to be taken personally. Why? Because I told you. Let's say that I cuss you out. That has nothing to do with you as a person. For me to cuss you out, the reason for me to cuss you out would have to be because of something you said. So that has nothing to do with you personally. I do not know you personally. That's why you should not take it personally if I cuss you the fuck out. You and I are talking on a public platform. Why the fuck would you take it personally if I don't know you personally? I am simply here for free of charge, not $500 for the first 15 minutes. This is me giving you my words of wisdom, me giving you my recipe for $0 rather than $500 for the first fucking 15 minutes, okay? That's me being nice to you, damn it, okay? All right?
Yeah.
Brandon, that's how much I care about you. I don't want you paying me $500. So right now, Brandon, you are talking to me for $0 when people like Chris would have to pay me $500. So you are not having to pay $500 to talk to me right now to listen to my genuine words of recipe. How does that feel, Brandon?
Feels amazing.
There you go. Brandon, I will always be here for you. And such as Joe, I will always be there for Joe. And Brandon, do not fuck it up. I just told you my recipe. If you get mad again, what will you do?
Shut my mouth, get away, and then take notes.
Okay. So, that one you got correct. So my next question is, let's say that you get mad again. Will you run your mouth on YouTube? Yes or no?
No.
Correct answer. My next question is, let's say that you get mad again. Will you run your mouth on Discord? Yes or no?
No.
You got it correct, Brandon. So you have no excuses now. No excuses, right?
Right.
I just gave you my recipe. I gave you my fucking recipe that would cost the average person $500 fucking dollars for the first 15 minutes of my life that I'll never get back, okay? That's how important you are to me right now, okay? I care that much to be here for free of charge for people like you, Brandon, because you are a grade A amazing individual. You have the potential to be fucking successful, to be a fucking millionaire. But guess what, Brandon? You have to want that, okay? You have to want success in life, but you have to do it your way for the right reasons. But also, you have to listen to the right people, such as me, that will guide you in that right direction for the right reasons through my fucking recipe for $0. God damn it. $0 fucking dollars. offers nothing. I am the pay-per-view debate champion, God damn it. Okay? People like Joe will never have to pay me a penny. That's how fucking nice I am. I could be the nicest person in the world and say, hey, you know what? I will help you out for free. That's how fucking nice I can be. But let's say that you piss me off. I could be the biggest fucking asshole in the world and say, hey, you know what? Fuck you. You're going to have to pay me $500 for the first 15 minutes. Fuck that shit. That's what I mean. I could be the nicest person in the world. And hey, listen, you're laughing right now. Hey, that doesn't bother me. That's fine. Let's say that I say something that Joe genuinely finds funny. Joe can laugh his ass off. That's fine. That doesn't bother me because Joe has earned my respect. Because Joe listened to my recipe. Right, Joe?
Absolutely.
There we go. So, hey, listen. I gave my one-time free opportunity to Chris and see, here's the thing. Let's say, okay, on that last stream that I was on Joe's channel, let's say that Chris showed up and showed his face. I was wanting to help find some fucking solution to where Chris could be cool with everyone. But see, Chris is so fucking stupid that he thought, See, I'm going to guess that Chris probably thought that all I was going to do was just cuss him out the whole fucking time. What good would that do?
Not fucking shit.
The video. Okay, example.
Not shit.
Okay, example. Let's say I upload a video. And during that whole video, I just say cuss words the entire time. Who the fuck would care about that video? Nobody! Because I never cared to provide any valid arguments with the combination of that cussing. For me to provide valid arguments, whether I cuss or whether I don't cuss, people will respect that because I chose to explain myself and my valid argument. Chris thought that I was most likely Chris probably thought that I was just going to cuss him out the whole time. No. At first, yes, I would have most definitely cussed Chris the fuck out. Probably for the first 15 minutes. I would have just cussed him out with extreme rage. But after that 15 minutes, I'll say, Chris, I will not use any more foul language because I got my rage out of me. And now I will show you that I'm fully capable of talking to you as a human being, Chris, without ever using foul language ever again in this one specific stream. But that doesn't mean that I won't cuss you the fuck out in the next stream, because I will again and again and again and again and again and again until Chris can actually understand what I'm saying. But see, Chris missed out on his one free opportunity. And guess what I said in Joe's stream? I said, Chris, if you show up, I will provide more free opportunities for you to talk to me. And Chris still chose to be the stupid fuck that he is. And Chris did not care to listen to my fucking recipe. And see, Brandon chose to listen to my recipe. That's why he's talking to me right now for absolutely fucking free. Joe cared to listen to my recipe. That's why Joe's talking to me for free. That's why I say, when you listen to my recipe, everything will fucking go smoothly. Whether you like me or whether you don't like me. And guess what? To those people out there, if you don't like me, I don't give a fuck. Tomorrow's a new fucking day. I just keep it moving, okay? Woo!
Woo!
All right. Well, there you go, Brandon. Brandon, I have told you my recipe not once, but multiple times. So you have no excuses now. Right, Brandon? Yes or no?
Absolutely no excuses.
So, Brandon, if you fuck up, what will be the first thing that I do the next time I talk to you? Answer that one.
Cuss me out. Straight up.
Then, okay, correct. Then, after I'm done cussing you out, then what will be my next step?
Talk to me like a normal person.
Talk to you as a human being. See, how come Joe can quickly understand everything that I'm saying? How come Brandon can understand everything that I'm saying? But dumb pieces of shit like Chris, who either he just can't mentally understand what I'm saying, and let's say, okay, say, here's the thing. Let's say that Chris is actually mentally disabled. I do not think that that's funny. Now, let's say that Chris says, yes, I am mentally disabled. Then let's say Joe and Brandon wants to make jokes about Chris being mentally disabled. I would only find that okay to do only because Chris said that Chris enjoys pissing people off. And not only that, Chris typed on his community post, Chris said that he loved pissing people off. That tells us that Chris loves pissing people off when it is convenient for his fucking ass. But guess what? Let's say that other people want to piss him off, then he wants to call that harassment. Chris, you have got to be one of the dumbest motherfuckers I've ever heard on this damn platform. That literally makes no sense. When you say that you love pissing people off, but when other people piss you off, you define that as harassment? How the fuck does that make any sense? Please tell me. Joe, please tell me.
Yeah,
Well, in my personal opinion, I think that Chris says that he loves pissing people off, but when other people try and piss him off, it's called harassment. I think that doesn't make sense because Chris's brain is obviously filled with dog shit.
Right. See, Chris typed a comment that is automatically in my health review. Chris said that I started the drama first. How the fuck did I start the drama first? I had no idea who Chris was. Winnie, also known as what? Winnie started telling me about who this Chris person was. That's why when I had uploaded that first short clip about Chris a while ago, Joe said, hey, listen. I want to see. No, it was basically to where Joe was still continuing and wanting to be friends with Chris at that time, right, Joe?
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
So see, that's why I had uploaded that short clip of me criticizing Chris because I had no idea who the fuck Chris was. I had no idea what was going on. Winnie was telling me what was going on. Winnie is the one that worked behind the scenes. It's not me. And see, here's the thing. Let's say that it is just any normal day. I would say about okay. So I would say that any normal average day, I am busy about 85% of the day. I am busy doing other things besides this YouTube thing. So see, let's say on a day-to-day basis, I am only on YouTube about 15% of that 24 hours out of the day. Like obviously Winnie is on YouTube a lot more than me. That's why I understand what's going on. And see, Chris said that I started the drama. That would only make sense if I knew who the fuck you were to begin with. But I had no idea who you were. And see, Chris, who made you come on here and say that you love pissing people off? Did Joe make you say that? Yes or no?
I didn't make him say that.
Did Brandon make Chris say that? Yes or no?
Hell no.
Chris made that decision to say that he loves pissing people off. And guess what? Let's say that the police come knocking on my fucking door. And guess what? You think that bullshit faces me? You think the police scares me? I have no issue and talking to the police. I'll say, oh, you want to talk to me? My first question to the police would be, hey, here's my first question. Do you know the whole story? Or just that bullshit lying story that Chris told you? Which is it? Because I promise you that the police are going to say, oh, well, we only know what that bullshit Chris person said. Only his stupid side of the narrative, not the whole story. That's why I'm mad at Chris. Because Chris said that he's saying that him saying the R word is normal behavior. That's why Chris is full of shit. Chris saying that he loves pissing people off. That's why Chris is full of shit. And Chris only being able to understand what the definition of constructive criticism is. Chris only understands what the definition of constructive criticism is only if it benefits him. No one else.
Not anyone
Right.
else, no.
But see, Chris won't say that because Chris knows that him saying that would only make him look more stupid than initially. Okay?
Yeah, and I think, in my personal opinion, I don't only think that Chris might be mentally, I don't think Chris is just mentally stupid, but I also think that Chris has selective hearing because he only wants to hear right. He wants to hear. It's like just think. If it's just like us providing constructive criticism, he won't listen to that. But if there's one swear word in there, then he's all fucking bitching at bitching on all this like that. He's like he said a swear word.
Here's the thing. Here's an example. Let's say Chris uploads a video. Let's say Chris says, "Hey, listen, you all, I am mentally disabled." Let's say that he genuinely does that. Now, do I find it funny? No, hold on, Brandon. Let me finish. Okay.
I know.
Okay. Do I find it funny if someone is actually mentally disabled? No, I don't. My point is, I am only pissing Chris off because Chris started it first by Chris saying that he loves pissing people off. That's why I never give a fuck if Brandon or Chris, or that's why I never give a fuck if Brandon or Joe makes fun of him of being mentally disabled. That's why I don't care. Only because Chris said that he loves. Chris said he loves pissing people off when it is convenient for him. Now you tell me if it is okay to piss people off when it is convenient for you. Yes or no?
No, absolutely not.
My point exactly, and that's why when Chris chooses to do his stupid ass scheduled live stream on July 7th at 2:30 p.m., his live stream is completely pointless because Chris had already admitted his bullshit narrative on his community post. It's already done. Chris already admitted that he loves pissing people off. So why the fuck is he doing his live stream then? It makes no sense. That's why I told Chris this. I said, hey, instead of you doing your live stream, take that stupid ass live stream down and just show up and you do what Brandon is doing right now, showing his face and talking to me. That's why I said for Chris to not do a scheduled live stream. So that I could offer him a free fucking prize opportunity for him to show up and talk to me in person, face to face. Well, on StreamYard, not actually in person, because I would never give a fuck to shred any second of my time talking to that idiot in person anyways. That will never fucking happen. But nonetheless, you tell me which is better. Chris doing a scheduled live stream, is that better? Or is this better? And me offering, or obviously past tense now because that time is already passed. Or option number 2, me having offered Chris a free opportunity and him doing what Brandon is doing now, talking to me face to face. You tell me which is better, option number 1 or option number 2. Go ahead, Joe.
I say number 2.
You, Brandon, you next. Which is better, 1 or 2? Thank you! I have literally explained myself about that Chris idiot not once, but hundreds of fucking times. That is why I will never upload any more videos talking about Chris. I will never upload any more short clip videos of me talking about Chris because I have said what I had to say. I have already gotten my main point across. I have only uploaded one video upload of me talking about Chris, and that was a fucking promo. That's all that was, of me basically getting the main points out about what the situation was. Mark my words. Listen to my fucking recipe. I will never upload another short clip video about. I will never upload another short clip video about Chris ever again. I don't need to. That would be me wasting my time. I have already wasted my time and me explaining myself. So I will never upload another short clip video of me talking about Chris. I will never upload a video upload ever again of me talking about Chris. The only time I will ever talk about Chris, the only time I will ever fucking care to talk about Chris will be in live streams only. That is the best efficient solution to that because that is me not wasting my time in my quality short clip uploads, and that is me not wasting my time in my quality video uploads. So the only time I will ever fucking care to talk about that Chris idiot will only be in live streams only. That, I think, that everyone can easily agree with that is the best fucking solution. Right, Joe? Yes or no?
Yes.
Right, Brandon? Yes or no?
Absolutely.
You see how easy this is? For Joe to quickly understand what I'm saying, for Brandon to quickly understand what I'm saying, for people such as Joshua to easily understand what I'm saying, for people such as
Joshua?
No, okay. Brandon, Joe, Ella, Joshua, Gaming 2DMX, all of them that I just listed off, they quickly understand everything that I'm saying. So how come you can't understand, Chris? Either two options.
Yeah.
Either Chris is actually mentally disabled. And listen, Chris, if you are mentally disabled, I do not find that funny. No, I don't. What I'm saying is, if Brandon and Joe makes fun of you because of your because of you possibly having a actual mental disability, I only allow them to make jokes at you only because Chris said that he loves pissing people off. So, Chris, you tell me how it makes sense that you love pissing people off when it's convenient for you, but when Brandon and Joe makes fun of you in return, you want to find that as harassment. You loving pissing people off, but when other people do that back at you, you define that as harassment. Makes no fucking sense to me. It never fucking will. And I bet your ass that everybody will always agree with me on that.
Yep. And
Right,
we're already like almost 2 hours and 40 minutes. So I guess we should. I think we should. So I think we should.
Yeah, I think it's time.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's time to end the stream since it's getting late.
So once again, thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe, very much for caring to invite me to your streams. And as I definitely look forward to being invited to your streams at least once a month. If you choose to invite me to your stream more than once per month, that is fine too. This is your channel, Joe, and you ultimately make that decision. And Brandon, I want to thank you for being a man and showing up and talking to me as a human being too. Okay, Brandon?
You're absolutely welcome.
Yeah.
And Brandon, I will say this one last time before the stream ends. If you listen to my fucking recipe, everything will go smoothly because best believe people such as Joe knows exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you to the both of you. Thank you to the audience. Thank you to everyone for being great, amazing individuals. And I look forward to being in Joe's stream another time whenever Joe wants to decide to invite me again. There you go.
Okay. Brendan, do you got anything you want to say?
I got some words.
All right, go ahead. Floor is all yours.
All right. Well. Thank you to everyone being here. Suits and Joe, the main two dudes. Praise Jesus for them. Praise the Lord. And as always, as I've said before, you make sure you like, you comment, and you subscribe to these two amazing individuals and me, of course, and everybody else that was on the live chat. And as you may know, I may not be a good person, but I know damn well I can learn from my goddamn mistakes. So, thank you again, Suits, for giving the wonderful opportunity of your amazing words of wisdom. As always, I appreciate you so much. You have saved my life for my good. Thank you so much. As always, guys, see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye, guys.